Welcome to Battlefield 1. God, haven't done this. Haven't done Battlefield for ages. And thanks to some old friends. Let me just... Anyway, we're going to be going live with some Battlefield 1 action. This is the Battlefield Community Grand Finals, the Battlefield League. And old friends, Planet Key Dynamics, old friends from Battlefield 4, and they are up against Penta, the community team. So this is going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Obviously, the standard capture situation that's going to be occurring for Battlefield. So let's see if we can get you into the game cam and find out what's going on, shall we? So you can see here, we're currently looking through the eyes of Hunter, and he is looking like he's taking a little bit of fire and trying to put out those med packs as well. A little bit of fire going in to the enemy, and it looks like they're actually being attacked from multiple directions. That went badly wrong for him. And you can see here as the Planet Key, the Penta guys continuing to push up through this corridor to try and capture this point. There you go. The ownership of the point has now changed. Planet Key, the PKD guys trying to make their way in, and they're taking out some of the enemy as they get into the building. And you can see them continuing to at least try and repel borders. So let's go and have a look to see what they're doing down here. So bear in mind, I'm not used to the spectator mode in this wonderful, wonderful thing. So here we go. You can see the C point now being captured, and you see obviously Team 1 will be the Penta, and Team 2, the red team, will be Planet Key Dynamics. So you can see now the C point currently held on to by Team... Look at that, the colours. It's so good, isn't it? Team 1. So there you go, the Penta guys in blue, and they're doing a pretty good job. It looks like they're trying to hold down this particular flag. So we're going to look through the eyes of a member. Here we are looking at VLS at the moment as he's trying to circumvent the attackers as they are holding that point very well. Out comes the medic needle. Give them a quick prick and they're on their way. And I will, of course, apologise for the production. Oh, good, that's an unfortunate spawn, but turned out good for him in the end. So let's see, as the medic comes in for a quick revive very quickly. Let's see if we can find out where the pressure is being mounted. Looks like the B point is where most of the attack is actually occurring right now. Now, I don't know about you, but I would like to be able to see this sort of flat as opposed to 3D. But never mind, these are things that we won't really worry about too much. We'll sort all that out later on down the line. Now, you can see now the members of the Planet Key Dynamics team are trying to push in towards the B point. They're now taking that B point. You've got Pete, or Heat Pete, and you've also got Jonah and also Johans as well in there. And it looks like they're coming under a bit of pressure from the Penta guys, and they're trying to make use of the cover as best they can, and they're taking fire as they're trying to get into a nice position of cover, and that could be a problem for them as he pauses to cough again. This was literally done with about 5 minutes. What he takes down one of the enemy in the corridor, and down they go. And look at this. Now you can see the Planet Key Dynamics guys are capturing that A point. They're holding the B point as well. So you've got Jonah moving in, and it looks like it's only going to be the C point that remains. So here we are looking down through the hallway. The hallway currently owned by their enemy, Penta, holding on to that point as we move in and see what kind of pressure they're going to be put on as the Planet Key Dynamics guys come charging in. Look at that as the fire continues to come down, and let's have a little look across. So you've obviously got a medic in there, you've got a soul, quite a few medics in there, as you would expect for a 5v5. Always tends to be the case. Let's go and have a look around these guys, see if we can get some in-camera stuff going on as we're looking at Pid from the Penta team. And he's scoping around with that heavy gun. Look at that. And down it goes, a little bit of fire, and he's trying to put some suppression onto him. He gets taken down very quickly. And look at that. The butter is taken. The butter is being spread. Oh yes, lots of really, really bad butter jokes. That's what's got to be done. So here we are with Froxy, and he's now moving into the centre courtyard. He's taking fire from all directions. Finished off very quickly indeed.
We have lost objective butter.
And there you go. The butter is gone. They can't believe it's not butter. God, this is going to be terrible. So, the hallway being captured by the Penta team. Let's have a look, as now Planet Key Dynamics are losing the C flag very quickly. As that flag is being taken, it looks like PID there trying to take the point, but it looks like it's going to actually change ownership very quickly. Oh, I don't know. Looks like they've got 2 guys there, but they may have a single guy. And holy crap, that was pretty quick. United States of America take the first round. Look at that. 100 to 28. So there you go. The first wins of that round goes to the Penta team. Fantastic stuff. So, looking at these fine fellows, Penta Sports. You can see VLS, there's Froxy, there's PID. And now we're in the process of waiting for the next round to begin. And you can see here that it's scores across the doors, generally speaking. You can see Sense at the top of the Penta team, and pretty good sort of spread of kill death ratios. You can see Hunter there doing a good job, and Felix in there as well. Sorry about that cough, one of those persistent coughs in the back. Very horrible. Anyway, so it looks like we're going to continue, and we're going to move on to the next round. So here we are. And there you go. You see the 3 points, the A, the B, and the C. So the ballroom, the hallway, and the courtyard. And here you can see the courtyard. Difficult area to get to, obviously. There's a bit of cover mound by that main statue. But most of the battles tend to go on with the hallway. You can see here. Very, very close in combat occurring for these guys. It's going to turn into a little bit of a murder fest. But never mind. So, let's see if can we get out the window? We can't even get out the window. Oh dear. Never mind. So, it looks like everyone's going to be getting set up pretty soon. And we are just waiting for the match to begin in 10 seconds. So, let's see how these guys will spread themselves out. So there you go. You can see Hunter from the Penta team spawning near one of the points. And you've also got a nice 2-2 split there from the members of Planet Key Dynamics. And it may be even a 3-2 split. It's difficult to tell. We'll have to wait and see. As now, there we go. The B point's being taken. You've got Froxy, who's trying to support with a little bit of cover fire. And he's in there with the medic pack and a nice little bit of a bolt action rifle with a scope on it as well. It's going to be interesting to see. He's going to be looking to that very important first pick in that main base area, or that main square. And you can see now as he moves in to start capturing that point, this is going to be a difficult situation as far as Planet Key Dynamics are. No, there is Planet Key Dynamics because they've changed sides. Good stuff. So here we go. You can see now Penta capturing that B point, the A point also belonging to the members of the Penta team, the C point holding on to by Planet Key Dynamics, and now you can see them starting to make a move as Proxy is now getting into a corridor fight. Out comes the single shots of that fine weapon. You can see him trying to spray as many murderous shots down the corridor as he possibly can. Now supported, I should say, by other members of his team. So let's see if we can find out what's going on. As you can see now, it looks like they lost a few members getting to the B point, and you've obviously got Johans in there for Planet Key Dynamics. Now, he's trying to hold down the fort. Unfortunately, it looks like he just got murdered horribly. So now you can see here as the guys make their way out. Obviously, into the heavy, going to try and provide some suppressive fire, probably into that central area, but we'll have to wait since he comes under fire almost immediately, dodging left and right to try and get away from the flak and the bullets that are flying in his general direction. So there we go. You can see now this is a case of the PID there and other members of the Planet Key Dynamics team now moving in the general direction of the flag. So here's the B point. You can see here you've got a few members of Planet Key Dynamics sniffing around the area, but you've also got members of Penta who are going to get into a corridor fight, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Oh, fine response there into VLS. He gets taken down very nastily. And now this is a situation here for the members of the Planet Key Dynamics team. Now, you can see there, obviously, So Penta at this current moment, so you've got Hunter from the Planet Key Dynamics team. He is going to be trying to take that point, but he's taking fire from multiple directions. He's dodging around, trying to get out of the way of those bullets while he's trying to capture the flag, and you can see him chucking the med pack down very quickly, and down he goes at the main courtyard. As the combination of Penta, there's Proxy, and also Hunter, and you've also got VLS in there, and they are going to be offering suppressive fire down onto the members of Planet Key Dynamics. Now, question is what they're going to actually do, as you can now see a nice rotation coming in, and the members of the Penta team are doing some damage right now. Look at that, they've got an all-3 flag lock. Look at that. This is a serious problem now for Planet Key Dynamics, and they're going to have to get in there. In come the grenades already, and he gets taken down very quickly indeed. Look at that. Johan's in the middle of the buildings, and he's going to have a very bad moment very soon, as he's looking to try and tell the guys to focus attention on one particular flag, and he's looking for that all-important pick out the window, see if he can actually get a nasty little kill for him. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes, as now you've got Johan's taking that C point, and the B point gets taken at the same time. But the Planet Key Dynamics man was killed on the flag, and as a result of that, it looks like the Penta team are going to try and take the B point back, which they are in the process of doing. And look at this ownership going on to the C point. Johan's does not have enough people there to try and stop them. It looks like they've got a large man team onto the C point to force that capture as far as the Planet Key Dynamics guys go. And it looks like there's a definite advantage in favour of the members of the Penta team. You can see tickets pretty equal between the two teams. It's all good stuff here right now. So let's just wait and see what happens. Let's go and have a look to see what Hunter's up to. Sneak around with the medic weapon. Down goes the med pack, and he goes in for a fire in the corridor. That's taken down very quickly. Oh, look at that. Fantastic stuff coming in as Pierd taking down multiple members of the Planet Key Dynamics team. And now let's see. Oh, come to the gunfire. He's going up. The Penta guys are pushing in as hard as they possibly can. Oh, in go the nades and the explosions and the death and the horribleness. And a fine push there by the members of the Penta team. And you can see now, as a result of that, the B point is in the process of being held by the members of Planet Key Dynamics, and also now the A point and the C point being held by Penta. Now, this means that the Planet Key Dynamics guys are going to start making a push towards one of those flags. You're going to have defenders in place for the Penta team, and you're going to have people sniffing around for a quick grab at the B. Go in there and grab it by the balls, quite literally. So it looks like we've got Sense and Proxy, or Foxy, sorry, looking in to get in there. Let's see if we can jump through the eyes of Pete, who is going to be trying to defend. And look at that, out go the grenades, and the fire coming in from the heavy weapon, trying to do the damage. He then takes a lot of damage in the center point. That's going to be a problem for the Planet Key Dynamics guys, as now we look at fails. Oh, look at this gunfire coming in. Oh, Foxy taking down multiple members of the Planet Key Dynamics team. That's going to be a difficult situation for them, as now you can see they're on a 2-to-1 flag hold right now, 32-62 as far as the flags are concerned. It's looking relatively okay. Obviously, it's the first 1 to 100 in this particular scoring for Battlefield 1, for those of you who have forgotten. But you're going to have Johan's there, just commentator's curse. He gets murdered as soon as we lock in on him, as we're now looking through Heat Pete. And he is in the process of trying to move forward. As down comes the grenades, he has to rush past the grenade. Down goes the massive amount of grenades, and a little bit of fire coming in from that heavy weapons as he pushes towards the point. Obviously, they're going to be using the flames to try and hold back those guys, to do the best they can. As there we go, fire down the main corridor as he gets shut down very quickly. And look at this, this is a serious problem here for the members of Planet Key Dynamics, as now they're on the 3 flag lockout. And look at that, VLS cutting down multiple members. Wow, that was some pretty hardcore stuff right there, ladies and gentlemen, as fortunately Penta took the last flags and the last points that they need, the tickets, to get the 100 to 33. So all good stuff indeed, Planet Key Dynamics and Penta, and we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with the next map. So I will apologise if the quality of the production will not be up to its usual high standards, i.e. not at all. And so as a result of that, I hope you guys do enjoy the commentary It's been a while since I've done some Battlefield, and it's great to be back in the swing of things. And of course, my thanks to Planet Key Dynamics for asking me to come along, albeit with about 5 minutes warning. So we'll deal with that later. But never mind. So anyway, capture and hold. Let's just wait and see what's going on. And you can see, obviously, here is custom game. You can see map voting is off, aim assist and rotation is off, aim assist slowdown is also off, as you would expect as far as these guys are concerned. So it is a standard 5-on-5, and this is the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like a good display here by the members of the Penta team, the community team, doing a good job right now. And let's see. So here we go. Here are the 3 flag positions. So let's go over to camera 4. So let's have a look. You have the howitzer battery. Bit of cover here and there, not a lot around their immediate area. I mean, obviously you've got bombed out buildings and little platforms that you can stand on. The house will offer at least a reasonable amount of cover, and you're going to have this house as well, which despite being on fire can provide additional cover to the people overlooking the flag. Let's go and have a look past the giant blimp. No, not me. That's the air balloon over the top there, the old barrage balloon. So, Point Neuf Square. Neuf? Yes, I think that's Neuf. So anyway, this is the A point. Now, you can see they're overlooked by the buildings. Plenty of good cover, obviously, means people can jump up these stairwells to get in towards the point. And it's going to be interesting to see as they come up through the train tracks. That's an open area that's going to be tricky. So you're going to get the guys literally spread out, split up, and try and get as many flags as quickly as they possibly can. Let's have a look at the spread to see how they're going. Look at this. So now, obviously, bear in mind, Team 2, the blue team is Planet Key Dynamics, and Penta is the red team. So now you can see B point owned by Penta. You can see the C point owned by Planet Key Dynamics, and some sniffing around going on with Hunter, CC Hunter at the moment, in with a medic weapon, looking for an opportunity, and he finds it, gets shot in the face. So there we go. Now you can see there, one person moving on, one person holding, staying with the flag, but you're going to have VLS snipping around, trying to see if we can do some damage. Now, you're going to have Felix over here, who seems to be doing some defense with a heavy weapon, gets taken down very quickly indeed. And that's a naughty situation. So now we're in with the likes of Penta Sens. Now he's looking for an opportunity. Fine weapon he's carrying there, and he's looking around for the opportunity. This is going to be a very, very nasty situation. There we go. Takes down his enemy and chucks out the ammo as well. They're going to take that B point very quickly as soon as they're losing the C point. And you can see now over here the Penta team have also got the A point. So C point now moving to the ownership of Planet Key Dynamics, and the Penta team starting to push from the A and the B point. As you can see also, the members of the Planet Key Dynamics starting to sort of try and deal with the defenses of the Penta team. As down goes Hunter. And now we follow Sens as he's making his way through the bombed out buildings, looking for a situation where he can get shot in the face. Well, he certainly found it. I think it's fair to say that. So here we go. You can see now more members of the Planet Key Dynamics team trying to move in. And you can see Hunter there trying to form a little bit of a defensive position, as now he's got a little bit of cover and support as we're watching them as they're flying through these buildings, trying to push as many people as they possibly can, as the Planet Key Dynamics guys are trying to put some pressure onto them. And look at this, the C point now being in the process of being recaptured by the members of the Planet Key Dynamics team. So let's just have a look as Penta now holding on to the C point, also the A point as well. The B point now being held by Planet Key Dynamics, but being pushed pretty hard by the members of the Penta team. And let's just see what's going on. As you can see, the suppressive fire being put down, as the howitzer battery is now coming under a little bit of fire and a bit of pressure from the members of the Penta team. That means that the Planet Key Dynamics guys are going to have to probably pull back. That's exactly what they did. They immediately rotated away because they knew they would not be able to defend that B point, and pulled away to other points where they know that they'll be in a better situation to try and defend it. So it looks like we're in a situation now as we're watching CC Hunter as he's making his way through all the buildings. The grenades come flying in and the bullets go flying from all multiple directions, and he goes in for the kill, gets murdered horribly as we move in with Hunter BF, and Hunter taking some fire from down one of the streets. And now you can see it looks like Froxy is in a position to capture A nasty, nasty flag as the A point now changing to the ownership of the Penta team. And now you can see here, so you can see that the one there looks like it's being owned and controlled by the members of Planet Q Dynamics. Sorry, Penta, I should say. My apologies. As the members of Planet Q Dynamics are moving in and taking one of the other points. Now, that means they're in a strong position right now. You can see here 33 points in favour of Penta and 19 in favour of Planet Q Dynamics. So this is the opportunity for them to try and keep as many of those flags as they possibly can. Get that bleed or that addition of the important ticket onto that situation. And now you can see them, look at this, sniffing around, looking for opportunities as Penta now starting to push forward. So we're in with Johans at the moment, in with the rifle. Looks like he's going to try and do a little bit of damage. See if he can get that important shot down the corridor, which look, he's going in for one of the Pentas as he's coming under a bit of fire. Look at that, lovely shooting, but he bails away, trying to get away from one of those grenades. He's going to be in a knotty situation. And then you can see now the VLS holding on to one of the points. As you can see, Heat in there as well as multiple members of the enemy. Oh my goodness. And somebody's been banned by Fair Fight. How lovely. Not in this match, but it's a global message. So everyone can see their shame and ignominy as he says it completely wrong. So, you can see a bit of fire coming in from the members of the Planet Q Dynamics team. And let's see if we can find out what's going on. Look at this, the pressure coming in to the A point. And this is going to be an interesting situation because now you can see there's Foxy going in for a little bit of a sniff around, see if we can find out what's going on. We'll move in with the likes of Heat Pete. And look at that fire coming in, and he's taken down by the enemy. Look at that. Fantastic push coming in, and now they can actually then start spawning people around that A point, push that advantage, get the A point. At the same time as you're going to see other members of the Penta team try and push the advantage onto a flag, which they've got a pretty fair idea is not being guarded by the members of the Penta team. Sorry, of the Planet Q. Oh my goodness, the English. It's so good. The Planet Q Dynamics now. Here we go. We're watching through the eyes of Hunter as he's making his way in towards the flags. Joe comes under fire very quickly, gets murdered horribly, but he's supported by his teammate. Oh dear, he means business. Look at this. Checking both sides. Listening. Looking, waiting for a spawn on him. There we go. Immediately, the situation changes as the fire comes in and Johans takes multiple members down. In goes the reload, and that's going to be a good situation for them. However, you can see here the other point for the Planet Q Dynamics guys immediately being taken under attack by the members of the Penta team. So you're going to have this little fella here currently sitting out, having a little bit of a picnic, waiting for the boys to turn up with the gunfire that he knows will inevitably come in his direction. And so Hunter and Pid there also having a little bit of a battle as well. Now, let's follow Johans as he is in the process of taking a little bit of a roundabout route. Now, he's obviously going to be doing a little bit of a guard dog job onto the B point. We'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. Sen's also doing similar, trying to guard those points as now. Look at that. It looks like the members of the Planet Q Dynamics team are now in a strong position. They're holding on to 2 flags against the one. Let's just wait and see. Correction, sorry. I really saw that looked like, yeah, that's Penta. So Penta is the red flag, but then it says red here. Oh, that's really confusing. Yeah. So Penta are blue, and yet you look here and it says PS Penta red, and then yeah. I think we need to have a word with the devs about that one. There's definitely something strange going on. So maybe it's a configuration in my Battlefield 1, but we'll have to find out what happens in that regard. So if you guys are watching the chat, say hello. Let me know if you're enjoying the cast so far. And we now move over to Sen's. Sen's taking a little bit of fire, putting down suppressive fire into the enemy. Out goes the grenade. In comes the grenade. And off goes Sen's at the run. As now he's in a situation where he's coming under a little bit of pressure. But he's now supported by teammates. And that's going to be a good situation for them. As now you can see the flags and the tickets pretty much spread ownership. It's pretty close as far as we can see here for both the teams. So as I quickly just press a refresh on the other screen, just to make sure that everything's working accordingly and as we would like it to be. So, anyway, as planes fly past, we check with VLS as he's making his way into Point Neuf Square. And you can now see a little bit of reloading going on. And look at this spread of the members of Planet Key Dynamics. And you can see them spreading out to try and get that opportunistic grab onto the flags. You're going to have members like Hunter taking a little bit of fire. Down goes his teammate. And that's an opportunity immediately for Hunter to start moving in and try and force that position into capturing that point. And now they've got an opportunity to spawn very quickly with people all over the place. And look at this. You can see there, down goes Felix and Hunter as well, as we're looking here at the Plaza Ruin now being taken by members of Penta. And you've also got Heat trying to come in, and the suppressive fire coming in also from Jonah, holding those boys down as Pete basically goes in to mop up the defenses as the heavy weapons keep them pinned. Nice play there by the members of Planet Key Dynamics, and it looks like they're going to be in a position to take that flag. So now look at this. Flag ownership changing almost immediately as the members of the Penta team are looking like they're currently holding on to 2 flags. So right now, it's looking pretty good for Penta against Planet Q Dynamics. It's all very good right now as far as they're concerned. Let's have a look at them. So you've got Planet Q Dynamics 11-6, fantastic stuff. And look at that, 22-10. VLS doing a fantastic job in this battle. In there with the heavy weapon. Oh, he's going to run into somebody, and down goes the spray of the bullets, and he gets killed. Oh, wow, we've lost the butter. Oh, that's not good. Going to be very slippery from now on. So here is the Plaza Ruin. And you can see the members of the Penta team going to be coming in to try and capture that flag. And have a member of Planet Key Dynamics try and move in, see if they can actually recapture that point, or at least hold up the capture. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that as much as they would like, but it now means an opportunity for them to put down some suppressive fire onto the enemy. And it looks like Planet Key Dynamics have lost one of their men. Now they're going to have a disadvantage as Felix is going to get shot in the back as he gets the kill at the C point. And now you can see a situation where Penta are holding on to 2 flags as opposed to the single that belongs to Planet Q Dynamics. So now you can see spreading out, and this is an opportunity here for the members of the Penta community team to try and hold back Planet Q Dynamics, to try and stop them getting through. Now, you're going to have people like this man who's going to try and sneak through a little bit of a roundabout route, see if he can find that enemy, and if they can get over to the flag. So you're going to have Sense waiting. You're going to have Heat and also Felix pushing forward to try and push those defenses of the Penta team as much as they can. And there we go, the fire comes in. He took a pot shot at him, didn't manage to get the kill. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The German Empire has won that round. Look at that. 100-74. Good stuff indeed. I don't know about you guys, but it's damn good stuff. So this this video will also be made available onto the Tinternet, so you guys can watch the commentary. And I think they're going to go for one more round. Look at that. So, as you can see, scores-wise, look at VLS doing fantastically, 24-12. And, yeah, I mean, the scores generally across the board pretty good. Obviously, poor Heat's not having a good day. And, yeah, I mean, it's generally speaking, I mean, you know, you got a fair few spatterings of kills and deaths across the board. So, this is obviously capture and hold. Standard fare for Battlefield. And we should be underway as a matter of 4 seconds or so. So, here we go. Now. And it looks like we're just waiting for everyone to get to ready. As it looks like, yeah, I think maybe there's a little bit of an error. There we go. 5 of 10 waiting to join. Okay, that's a little strange, but never mind. So, as we wait at Pointner Square, look at the pings. Ping's pretty good. I mean, whether or not Hunter is actually just down the road from the server, or it might be actually in his room somewhere, with an 11 ping to the server, that's pretty obscene. Although saying that, Sensor's got an 18 ping to the server, so he's probably on one of those big, fat German internet pipes. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to find out after the fact. Anyway, let's wait. As here we go. We're underway, as look at that. Nice spread coming in there from the members of the Penta team. As Planet Key Dynamics are going to try and spread across the point. So you've got Johans taking 1 point. You'll have Jonah taking another. And the fire in the main square. Going to be a nasty situation for them. Now they're going to be moving down towards the likes of this fella here. Johans is coming under fire from multiple locations. Oh, and down he goes. Brutally, brutally cut to pieces. So, we move over to here. And here we see Pid currently sniffing his way around the defensive positions. Getting up, looking for a good defensive. There we go. Look at that. Johan's taking the fire as he's come flying into Johan. Capture that point, and the suppression onto Johan's is not looking good for him. The nade goes in, but Pid is literally locked in there in a very nasty situation. However, behind him, the flag is being ninjaed from underneath his nose. And he's now going to move into a very, very suboptimal position. About to be... Oh, look at that. He gets the kill onto the member of Planet Key Dynamics. Fortunately, Jonah was there to finish him off. So, fantastic stuff coming in from him. So, we're looking through the eyes of Hunter from the member of the Planet Key Dynamics squad. And you can see him in there with a heavy weapon looking to do a little bit of suppressive fire. And lovely fire into a two-man kill. Coming in on the howitzer battery at B. Lovely stuff indeed. As we're watching to see what's going to happen now. So you can see there the A point. Let's have a look at that. So Planet Key Dynamics showing in as the red. See, this is what's annoying. This is why configuration change, all that kind of stuff. This is the problem you have when you do something with 5 minutes warning. But not by no means any fault of anybody's. So it was just one of those spontaneous things that always tends to happen. So it means that when you look at these particular teams, oh look, Planet Q Dynamics, that's Penta. Oh, he's in as red. Well, he's the enemy, but he's actually in as blue team. So yeah, need to get that sorted out. There are options. I will look into that later on. But anyway, let's get back to the battle. As you can see, the C point being held by the... Oh dear, oh dear, what's going on here? Looks like Planet Q Dynamics have lost a man. That's going to be a problem for them. And now this is going to be a situation where you can see the members of the Penta team moving in on one of the points at the same time as Planet Q Dynamics are getting into a stand-up fight in one of the corridors as the fire is coming in. Look at this. Fantastic stuff. As you can see him making his way through the buildings, trying to get that very important viewpoint onto the enemy to see if he can actually get the damage. Oh, look at that. Jumps in on them and takes down one of them, but not enough to take all the rest of them down. So look at this, the fire coming in as it looks like the Plaza Ruin is being flattened as Jonah gets taken down as well. And CC Hunter is now in a strong position to capture the C flag. So the C and the A currently held on to... Oh dear, this is not looking good for the members of the Planet Q Dynamics squad. And you can now see that the B point is currently captured there by Penta. And now you can see Jonah and the friends coming to make a little visit. Ambush! Shot in the back. VLS. Oh dear. No love lost here in the battlefield. As we're watching VLS, and he's in the process of providing a little bit of support to his teammates. So obviously they've got those two A and C flags. They're in a strong position. Now maybe they can actually try and close in and keep the Planet Key Dynamics off the initiative, I suppose you could say. And now look at this, the B flag being taken from underneath the members of Planet Q Dynamics, but you've also got Hunter who's around there doing the same to them as they are doing to him. So as Felix taken down as he tries to hold that point, but now then the sudden mass spawn here by the members of Planet Q Dynamics as they move in towards the next point. So here we go, you can see them holding on to that C point. The A point currently, oh dear, they've just lost a man there at the A point. Immediately then Froxy begins to capture that point. The point nerf square even as he loses the ability to even speak English. And now you can see this is the situation. Now, look at this. So you're going to have a member of Planet Q Dynamics. He's immediately going to move away from the lights of these two flags because he knows nobody's going to be defending that one. And you can now see the spawns. You can see Penta, VLS here, starting to move in because he knows that that's immediately where they're going to try and rotate to. You have Johans who's going to try and intercept in midfield. And this is going to be an interesting situation to see what happens as the A point and the C point held by the members of Planet Q Dynamics. So, Hunter, I should say, as now you've got, it looks like Sen's moving in for a situation to try and capture, at least defend this flag position. In comes the fire, out goes the grenade, and he decides to cheese it in the opposite direction until he catches a bullet. And the members of Planet Q Dynamics are now in a position where they can capture two flags for the price of one, as down goes the enemy, killed by Jonah. That's going to be an important save at that flag, but now it's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. Correction, it's going to be a nasty situation. Now look at that, how quickly they kill one of the enemy, and then they capture that flag back, and look at that, that's going to focus their attention. They're going to have to turn around almost immediately. He takes the fire, and now you can see the B flag being captured, and immediately you see a spawn. Oh, well, look at that. Heavens above, a mass spawn by the members of Planet Q Dynamics immediately means that they can then capture that B point, 62 to 34. So it's fair to say that the Planet Q Dynamics team, maybe, we'll have to wait and see. So obviously Penta has the advantage where it comes to numbers, see 64 as opposed to 36, and it's just gone up to 65. So looks like Penta got a couple of very important kills in that area between the A and the B, or sorry, more to do with between the C and the B flag. So we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out for them. And now, here we go. We'll move in on Hunter, as it looks like a grenade's coming in, flying in, as Hunter decides to cheese it in the opposite direction, as he's now getting into a little bit of a stand-up fight in a corridor with one of the enemy. And there we go, he's looked in the wrong direction, he goes in for the single shooting. Sadly for him, he was cut down in his prime. And now this is an opportunity for the members of the Penta team to try and move out and recapture some of those areas. So you're going to have Felix here, as he is, looks like he is putting in a bit of suppressive fire. Whoops, as it bounces off the lamppost. Very unfortunate for him. As we're now looking at CC Hunter to see if we can actually sneak in position, find out what's going on, so what kind of stabby goodness and grenadey fun is going to be available. So there we go, he looks like he's trying to do a little bit of long distance suppression, and this is a good situation here for Jonah. He's in there with the heavy weapon, and he's actually managed to put some suppression onto the members of the Penta team, shutting them down as they try to approach the B point. But this is going to be a situation here for Heat Pete, as he is taking a little bit of fire. Oh, look at that, shooting, running for it, and caught against the back there, and that was very unfortunate for him. So you have a couple of guys going on a little bit of a roundabout run around to try and capture that flag, and looks like this is a pretty serious push here by the members of the Planet Q Dynamics team. Johans there also making his way back, because they're going to try and recapture that point. At the same time, you're going to have two guys try and recapture that one, and at the same time, the Plaza Ruin will be held for Planet Q Dynamics. So you're going to have somebody there babysitting the situation, as we're going to move over. Oh, look at that. So it looks like we're in with Hunter, working together with his teammate Johans. And let's just wait and see what they can actually do in this very, very close and nasty village map. Let's look at that fire coming in, as now Foxy's taking a little bit of fire, and he gets the revive. Very important revive there, as now he's taking fire from multiple directions, and it looks like they're being shut down by the members of Planet Q Dynamics, who are coming at them from multiple directions. And here we go, we're looking at the C point. There's Pid there, and VLS also holding on to that point, as down goes the members of Planet Q Dynamics as they tried to push in towards the C point Plaza Ruin. The A point now being in the process of having a little bit of a tickle with a bit of gunfire going on. In comes the gunfire. Oh, the gunfire even, as down goes poor old Felix. Now let's wait and see. Look at that, 84 to 60. Only a difference in tickets. Not many, that's for sure. We'll have to wait and see, as we're looking through Penta here. The eyes of Penta, as he's met, or sorry, VLS, sorry, from Penta. Well, precisely. So we'll watch through his eyes, find out what he's doing. He's going to be looking for that all-important heavy weapon kill. And then a very nice situation for him at the moment. And it looks like he's coming under pressure from multiple directions. And he eventually gets cut down, and that's an opportunity there for the members of Planet Q Dynamics to move in towards that point. But they've got to watch out because they're otherwise going to get caught in between those two areas. That's going to be a nasty situation for them there. Needless to say, obviously, you're always going to have somebody who's going to move over towards the unused or the uncapped flag. That's exactly what has happened. But now it means the members of Planet Q Dynamics can actually start to corral their people together, start to push in towards that point, which is exactly what's occurred at Point Nerf Square. And now they can capture that very quickly with multiple people on the flag. And that immediately means then that their enemy is on the back foot, as they can now get to a situation. Can they get a full cap? But no, this is going to be a problem, as Penta are now moving in closer to that flag being held by the members of Planet Q Dynamics. And look at this. The fight on the bridges as the Penta team finally finish off the members of the Planet Q Dynamics team. And Pont Neuf Square is taken. Nearby the charcuterie. Well, how lovely. So, oh goodness. Look at that. Death on the streets. As now we're looking at a situation. We move over to Froxy. Down goes the grenade. And poor old Froxy does a high explosive splits. Very nasty indeed. So now you can have CC Hunter and his teammates starting to move out from his position. So there you go. There's Hunter. There's Sense. Or at least they thought they're going to move. Actually, what they're going to do is try and hold that point, because they're at about 97, 98 tickets. It's going to be all over very soon. As you can see, Johan's starting to move in, trying to get those important kills and try and take out the enemy. And they've got to be careful, because otherwise they're going to start losing people. They lose one more man. It's going to be a serious problem for them. And down goes Planet Q Dynamics. Whew. Well, that was pretty intense. Don't know about you, but that was pretty mad. Oh, boy. Oh, pardon me. So, good stuff indeed. Good stuff indeed. So, a good match between the two teams. And my first foray into Battlefield 1 casting. I hope you have all enjoyed it. So it's been a bit short, but, you know, what can I say? It was a quick match. 5v5 always tends to be very quick in that regard. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I will, of course, upload this to YouTube so that you guys can enjoy that. And let me know what you think. Let me know on your comments. Obviously, a few mistakes made here and there. A little bit rusty when it comes to high-speed casting, as is wont with Battlefield. But it's a start, hopefully, of much more to come. Anyway, thanks for watching, boys and girls. I'll see you again soon.